Hey guys, Mr. here again for another video today, and we are back with our Houston Vikings franchise mode. And in this one, we will record. Obviously, I'm recording. We are going to be going through the regular season, and I do plan to actually finish the regular season in this one, but I do need to address one thing first. Obviously, in the last episode, you guys did see that it crashed that NHL did crash for me. So that was kind of unfortunate, I'm not going to lie. And overall, it brought us back to like right here or wherever this was. We're like 16th or something like that. So it didn't save a single thing. So I had to remake the trades, I had to resim the preseason and the first two games of our season as well, which is unfortunate because it's not the same record that we did have. I believe we were 1-1 or 0-1 or something. So yeah, sorry about that, guys. But now at this point, it's fine. We should be good. We are just going to sim through the regular season. I don't know why I exited out of the calendar. You guys know what the team is going to look like, or what the team does look like. We'll probably go month by month. We'll just sim to the 1st of December at this point. And we'll see how everything goes. Ice time wise, hopefully everybody will be good, as well as, ice time obviously it should be good, and then as well for the prospects that we have and the players that can still grow on this team. Will they be able to grow? Who knows? We started off the season not too bad, going 3-0. But now we are 3-3-1, I think it was, or 3-3-0, as we lose Ken Hillis for a little while. Edgar Davison will be put in on the bottom pair, and Trojanovic will get the ice time that Hillis was getting now. Sure, why not? Any growth yet? Do not think so. I don't believe so. No, I think we're good. I don't think anybody has grown yet. So yeah, we were 3-0-0. Now we are 3-4-0. We kind of just stopped doing what we were doing, unfortunately. Which this should be interesting. Another thing that I did mention in the last episode, if you guys do not remember, that I did want to try this new scouting, new way of scouting, I guess. So what we're going to try and do is do 2 weeks in every single location for forwards in defense, and then 1 week for the... Wow, Ken Hillis is down to a 79. Why? I'm assuming it's because he was injured. We're going to keep him on that top 4 pair, though, with Tim Roning. We'll see how he does there still. So yeah, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, so the new scouting assignment. So yeah, we're going to try scouting forwards and defense for 2 weeks each, and then goaltending for 1 week. We'll see how that goes. That'll be interesting, that's for sure. Speaking of interesting, I did not expect our team to be playing the way that we currently are. I figured we'd be doing a lot better, I'm not gonna lie. I also expected us to be, in general, just doing good with everything right now. Like, for some reason, Luukkonen just got injured as well. That's not what I was going to say. I wasn't going to say for some reason Luukkonen got injured, but that's unfortunate. So we are going to have to call one goalie up. Will it be Valette or will it be Deschamps? Who's been getting the more starts? Deschamps. So we will bring Valette up then. May stunt his growth a little bit, but there's nothing I can do about that. I do need to call a goalie up, so sorry about that, buddy. Don't see any noticeable growth yet either, except for Markkinen. He is now an 84. He was an 83. Interesting. Herbass will now be the starter for a little while. Maybe he can bring us to some victories. He is not doing too bad, not doing too great either. I do want to make sure that he is going to be starting in here. I wasn't able to check out the stats either. For Luukkonen, I'll have to check that out after, though. Forsstrom will be the backup now for our AHL team. So let's see if we can redeem ourselves now and string along some wins. We can with Luukkonen, or not with Luukkonen and out. Well, yeah, with Luukkonen out, but now with Herbass in for some reason. I don't know why, but it's interesting. We'll have to We'll have to keep an eye on them. Let's see, how are Luukkonen's stats right now? 919 isn't great, but he does have 8 wins for us. So I don't know what to do with that, to be honest. I am going to send down Villette. Was it Villette? Yeah, we're going to send down Villette, though. There we go. Edit lines again, because I do want him to be in the AHL and playing in the AHL. So let's go and edit that. Forsstrom, you will be gone for Villette. He didn't drop an overall, which is good. That is nice. 67 at 20 for both of them. We'll see how they do. Hopefully, at least one of them can grow. And a scouting assignment again. This is the one part about this, about doing this now new simming option, I guess, is doing 1 week on, or 2 weeks on, 2 weeks on, then 1 week on. It's going to be a lot of managing to do. Now we get an offer for Darnell Nurse, who is an 83 overall. This is a top 4 defenseman. He doesn't look too bad, to be fair, but he's really slow, and I don't really feel like I want a slow defenseman on our team. He's more of a defensive D-man or a physical defenseman than a point-producing defenseman. Yeah, highest he's ever put up is 24 points, which isn't that great, although that was last year. You know what? I'm not going to accept that trade. I'm going to keep our second-round picks as well and the Anaheim one that we have. So we're stringing up some wins now. We're looking to be a better team than what we did in the first month. So we now get a trade offer for Josh Manson. 3 years, top 4 defenseman. He is listed as a top 4. He's an 82 overall. Kind of the same thing as Nurse. He's slower and more physical and much worse offensively as well. So again, no, I'm not going to accept that trade. I'd like to have some lighter defense there. So first 2 months of the sim. We're now in December. Well, I guess first month of the sim. No, first 2, yeah, October and November. We are, what was the record? 14-9-0. Curtis David has the most points on our team. We are second in our division right now. That's not too bad. We'll see. Excuse me. We will see how everybody is doing. Ken Benson is now a 90 overall. He's not doing too bad. Yoshimura with 20. Hischier with 19. David with 21. So overall, first line is not doing too bad. Second line, Benson with 16. Zadina with 8. And Gibson with 14. Third line, Markkinen with 11. 12. No, 11. Yeah, 11. Was it 11? Yeah, 11. Okay. And Benainen with 15, and then Perrin with 10. Fourth line, Buke with 7, Moses with 6, and Nicholas with 7. Nicholas is now an 81 and is listed as a third liner, so let's put him on that third line then. Okay, this is going to be interesting with these franchise players, man, I'm telling you. Nickerson hasn't grown. Not doing too bad, putting up a decent amount of points. Roning yet to get a point this season. That is not good. Yeah, interesting. Goalies, Luukkonen with a 914. That's not great. Herbass, though, doing really good as a backup for us. Interesting, that's for sure. Yeah, okay. Well, I don't know what I could really do about that except for let's just continue the sim, and hopefully we will continue to play the way we've been playing for like the last week or so, last week or two. I don't remember, I guess. The last 2 weeks. We will now sim to the deadline, just because why not? Edit scouting assignment, of course. Q now, 2 forwards, 2 weeks for forwards. We will see how that goes. I think we're on a bit of a win streak right now, which is good. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm pretty sure we were on a bit of a win streak. Again, hopefully string up some more wins now. If we don't, at least get some points, which we are. We're on a 4-game point streak, which isn't bad. 5-game point streak now. 19, 10, and 2 now. We did beat Chicago, who I believe was in first in our division when I last checked. So that is a big win over them, that's for sure. Yeah, we'll see how everything goes. We're looking good so far. 20 wins now. We are in the middle of December. 20 wins isn't too bad for the middle of December, I would say. Our Liverpool Vipers aren't doing too great. 13, 16, and 6. Not too hot, that's for sure. Yeah, we'll hopefully just focus on the NHL and hopefully have a good season in the NHL. If we don't have a good season in the AHL, it's not too fine with me. Although I would like Villette and Deschamps to get more ice time, and Continent as well. I don't know, it's fine. We'll see what's up. Yeah, I mean, there's not really much I can do about that. Now time to scout the American League, or the NCAA, I guess. Yeah, hopefully we can just continue to be the way we have been. We're looking pretty good. We're getting a lot more wins than losses recently, that's for sure. 27 wins now. If we get 30 wins before the end of the month, we could be in a very good spot. That's for sure. We have 4 chances to get 2 wins, which is possible. We will see how that goes. Defense for 2 weeks in the NCAA. Well, I guess, is it considered the NCAA, or is it just considered All America? I do not know. So this is a big trade for Matt Dumba. Let's check this out. They are offering Continent in here, although he doesn't have the most value. I do still want to keep him because he could still be decent for us, although Matt Dumba, 88 overall, is not bad. He's putting up points too. He's actually a pretty solid point defenseman, that's for sure. He could be a big add to this team. He's really good defensively, physically, offensively. He's really good everywhere. He's got good puck skills. He's got a good shot for a defenseman. He's got really good skating. He's got a really good physical category. He's got good defense. And he's got decent senses too. So, you know what? This is definitely a possibility. Our second, Anaheim second, and Florida's third, all in this draft. Now, if we were to do that, Nicholas is up to an 85. Shit. Okay, he's now listed as a second liner. I'm gonna have to edit that. Yeah. Okay. So let's look at defense real quick right now. We have defenseman and Nickerson and Roning. Then we've got Trojanovic, but then it really drops off. Well, I mean, it really drops off after Roning. Getting another top 2 defenseman like that in Dumba, that could be really nice. That could be really, really nice. I'm not going to lie. That would bump Hillis down to where he should be playing in the top 6. I guess on the bottom pair, which is probably where he should be if you ask me. Yeah, you know what? I think I may make this trade go through. Dumba is on the last year of his deal, so we will have to re-sign him this year. Although if he's happy with us, and if he's happy on this team, hopefully we could re-sign him. We have plenty of cap space for him this season, so another thing I wanted to check was our draft pick situation. How many draft picks do we have currently this year? We have we have Minnesota's first, the second, and the third. Then we don't. So we will lose out on our seconds and our 1/3 that we have. Which, to be fair, that isn't bad. Although I feel like maybe since they do want to get rid of Dumba, maybe I could try and get something back. Could I get their second rounder back? Propose that trade. Will that go through? No. I can understand. Yeah. Okay. So they do not want to give up the second. They have a third, but their third is not very valuable. I'd much rather the second. Would I be able to get their third this or next year then? I really want that second though. Not gonna lie, because then if we give up our second, actually, you know what? Let's get their second. Give up our 7th. Will that go through? Proposed trade. Trade rejected again. Okay. Let's just move up. We'll try it again. We'll try a 6th then. Proposed trade. Trade rejected again. How about a 5th rounder then? Would that go through? Proposed trade. Trade rejected. And a 4th. No, I don't want to get rid of 3 straight rounds of draft picks. So you know what? I think we're going to keep our 2nd this year. But then let's add in our 4th this year and our 4th next year. Could that go through? Trade rejected. All right, well, we'd have to add more. Let's see. Do we have a 3rd in an upcoming year? Actually, we could use our 3rd next year. How about that? Let's try our 3rd next year's draft. Trade rejected again. So I feel like I would have to use a 2nd rounder, but I don't want to use this year's 2nd rounder. We don't have one in next year's draft, but we do have one in 2027. So how about 2/3 then? 2026, 2027 3rd round picks. Proposed trade, trade rejected. Okay. Nope. I don't want to be doing this forever, so let's just try our second in 2027 then. Would that go through? Trade rejected. Okay. Can I add a third? They do want their third next year. Will that go through? Trade rejected. All right. I don't think I can get a second then from them. Although we are going to keep the second in from 2027. We're going to try and get a third back this year. Proposed trade. That will go through. So now Houston has a top 2 defensive pair of of Matt Dumba and Harold Nickerson. Now this should be interesting. That's for sure. Let's make more roster moves really quickly. Defensively, we're gonna have to send down one defenseman. I'm gonna send down Davison. I should have sent Davison away in that trade. Yeah. Davison is waiver eligible. If he gets claimed, that is fine with me. That would solve our problems. I think he did get claimed. All right, that is fine with me. In the system, yes, he did get claimed. That is fine with me. That honestly makes things a lot easier for me, I'm not going to lie. Now, so making that trade, unfortunately, we do get rid of Lassie Continent, which I was kind of high on, but I think that is fine. I think we will be fine with not having him. Brian Rust was not actually playing, so we will put Brian Rust in there. That could make our AHL team a little bit better, that's for sure. We'll just play like that. Yeah, we'll just play him on the top line. So, no, stop the sim, stop the sim. Alright, let's go. Let's edit some lines now. Our team looks really, really good on paper now. Also, Nicholas now, what am I going to do with you? I need to play him on the second line. Gibson's also, you know what? I'd say Nicholas is priority. He's got 14 points. Yeah, no, Gibson is just playing much better. We're going to try Nicholas on the third line because our third line is doing good. We're going to keep him like that. Ken Benson is now a 91 as well. David has not changed. He is still a 94, but he is our best player on the team. Now, Trojanovic is getting a lot of ice time, if I'm not mistaken. So Trojanovic will be put in basically everything, right? Trojanovic put in there in the power play, on the 4-man power play, on the penalty kill. He would be playing as well. Okay, well, yeah, let's try this. Let's go back to starting lineup. Let's replace Trojanovic for Dumba. Let's replace Hillis for Trojanovic, and then we will replace Jocelyn, who I didn't necessarily want to replace, for Hillis now. So our decor is looking a lot better. We now have a top 2 in Nickerson and Dumba. Second pair is Roning and Trojanovic, which is a really decent second pair as well. So, yeah, we'll see how this goes. Now, offensive defenseman, Nickerson, he only has 19 points, but he is playing with Dumba, who has 32 points, which is really good, so we'll see how they do together. Hopefully that trade was definitely for the good. Roning has 3 goals, yet to get an assist this season. Trojanovic isn't much of a point getter either, but we'll see how that goes. Now, yeah, I believe that is it. I think that's all I wanted to do. Like I said, though, guys, I may have to be making some trades here eventually because Nicholas and Gibson and David and Hischier and Yoshimura and Benson and Zadina, Van Eynen could still grow to be a second-line player, and if that were to happen, that would be extremely scary. Markkanen, although I don't think he could get to a second liner, there's a chance. He definitely could. So, yeah, I think we're good now. No, I think we're good now, though, to continue simming. Yeah, I think that really is a good trade for us. Let's sim to the deadline. I don't know if I'll finish the sim in this series. Danny DeKaiser, no thank you. Thanks, though, Detroit. We lose our first game with Dumba. We lose our second game with Dumba as well. But we win our third one. So, team, obviously, they got to get used to Dumba. So, you know, he's not just... it obviously would be a different locker room with a new player in that locker room. So... yeah, we'll see how that goes. We'll keep an eye on Dumba. I just gotta remember, Dumba had 32 points. Eric Cornell waiver claim, no thank you. 76 overall. All right, let's continue on to the deadline. Will I finish the season sim in this episode? I do not think so, because in the next one, although it may be a shorter one, I will finish the regular season and I will look at all the stats then. Just because I feel like that would be the better option for this team. We have a scouting assignment. Never mind. I was gonna say we might have a trade coming in, but no, that is not true. So we have now scouted, hopefully, everybody in North America. I've given it some time, so we're gonna now switch over to Europe, and we'll see if we are able to scout people or scout a decent amount of people there. Philip Hiddle, a 4th for our 3rd, Mickelson a 6th, and a 7th. Let's see. How good is Hiddle in this game? It is pronounced Hiddle, by the way, for some reason, even though it should be Chittle, but, Czechs, sure. He's a 78 overall, 4th liner. Nah, I think I'm good, although he is fast. Holy shit. 99 speed, 99 agility, 99 acceleration, and he's got 99 durability as well, but I do not think it is worth that trade, and we're going to keep Don Mickelson, because why not? But yeah, I don't think I'm going to keep that, or I don't think I'm going to accept that trade. There it is again, now just for our 3rd. That is a more realistic trade, so I don't have to give up everything, all our freaking draft picks this year. Alex Petrovic, we just traded for a defenseman. We do not need another one. All right, we have a chance to have around 36, 37 wins. If I'm going to say around 36 wins at the deadline. We'll see, though. I'm going to say we're going to have a record of 36, 22, and 5. Is that possible? I believe so. Yes, it is. 36, 22, and 5. Is that going to come to fruition? Imagine if I actually call that. That would be the dream. Defense in the SHL for 2 weeks. Alexei Marchenko. How good did he get in this game? I know he's playing in the KHL right now. 78 overall is not great. I'm pretty sure that's what he started at, or he started at a 76 or something. So interesting. Ryan Sproul. No, again, I'm just gonna decline that trade. No, thank you. Moving on, we do beat Dallas, and is that Colin Miller? I'm assuming that's Colin Miller, right? Yes, it is. 79 overall for 3.1 mil. No, thank you. Yeah, no, thank you. Jake McCabe and Jack Roslovic for a 2nd and a 7th. No, thank you again. So we actually have more wins than what I expected heading into the deadline. Edit trade block. Yeah, we can just... Oh, no, there was nothing on the trade block. Nice. DeKaiser and Nemeth. No, thank you. Florida now, the final game of... final game for us before we hit the deadline. Manson and McCaution for the only first we have this year. No, thank you. So we're at the deadline with a record of 37, 22, and 4. See, that's what I mean. It just took us 3 minutes to do that little month. Curtis David has started slowing down a little bit. He is not really close to point per game anymore. Although 56 points from him, 48 for Hischier, 48 for Yoshimura, 44 for Benson, 41 for Dumba. Gibson with 33s and 86. He's listed as a first liner. No. Why would you do that? Vanainen with 33, Markman with 32, sorry. Zadina with 32, Nickerson with 28. Nicholas still in 85. He has 24. Where is Benson? Oh, yeah, Benson up here. He had 44 points, which is not too bad. Defensively, let's just look at defensemen really quick. We really only have 2 point getters in in Dumba and Nickerson, though. Well, he's only gotten 9 points since we got him, which is kind of depressing. I would have expected him to get more, but Nickerson definitely has started playing better, playing alongside Dumba now, which is good. Kristanovic with 9, Hillis with 8. Neither of them have grown this season. Jojanovic with 6. He hasn't grown either. Roning with 5. He has 4 goals, though. And then Jocelyn, he played basically half the season until we got Dumba. So, interesting. I should check out the goalies before we finish off the episode just to see what their stats are looking like. I don't know if Luukkonen has been playing better or if Herbass has been playing better. So let's go and check that out. Herbass and Luukkonen both have not grown in any overall, though, so that's interesting. 50 games played for Luukkonen, 28 wins, 924 save percentage, and 215 GA, but he has 8 shutouts. That's not too bad, to be fair. And not defensively, our backup goalie in Herbass, he's played 17 games with 9 wins, 922 save percentage, and a 2.31 GA with 0 shutouts this season. Interesting. I don't know how I feel about those stats from our goalies. They definitely aren't great, but I think we are on pace to make it into the playoffs this season. We have 37 wins with a pretty solid record, I'm not going to lie. Looking around the league, Oilers must be atop the league. They have 90 points, yeah. So Oilers in first with 90 points, and I think either Winnipeg or Washington in second, and then New York in third, and then in fourth, I guess, and then Arizona in fifth, and us in sixth, I think. So yeah, we're a top 10 team in the league currently, but I'd definitely like to be a little bit better than that. But guys, that is going to be it from me in this one. Hopefully you all did enjoy. Let me know what you think we should do with all the potential players being first liners, second liners, third liners. I don't know what I'm going to do. We have like 5 first liners right now, 2 second liners, and like 5 third liners. So yeah, this should be interesting. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you all did enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.